We will create this fully functioning e-commerce store, both front-end and back-end. I can add these items to cart. I can click checkout here, and this will send me to a Stripe checkout page that's going to collect my information and do the payment. If I am admin, I can also click here to manage products. I can edit or remove any of these products. So let's edit this one. I can edit name, description, price. I can edit image, or I can also add a new product here, title, description, price, and image. Let's start coding. I will search for Next.js installation and click Next.js getting started. You need to install Node.js 18 or later, and then I'm gonna copy this command, npx create next app latest. I will go where I want to create this folder and say cmd and just paste this. It's gonna ask me to install this, so I will press yes. My app name, let me say ecom full stack YouTube. I will use TypeScript, slint, Tailwind CSS, and no to source directory, and yes to app router, and no here. Now let's close this CMD, enter this folder, and start a CMD here. I'm gonna open this in VS Code. I'm gonna next Google for Next.js Clerk setup. Clerk is authentication, and let's go here. I'm gonna scroll down and copy this, install this into my CMD. Below that, let's copy these two. Actually, let's first set up our backend, Next.js Convex setup. And I'm gonna do this quick start, not pages, but app router. We will just scroll down and we need to go here, npm install convex. So let me start another cmd and npm install convex. And once this finishes installation, I'm gonna go the other one. So below this one there is npx convex dev, so I'm gonna just copy paste that one. This will prompt us to create this backend project, so let's create a new project. It's gonna maybe ask you to log in. If you never logged in, you need to go to convex.dev, create a new account here. I'm gonna log in just. Here will be all of your projects, but so let's create a new one. I'm just gonna take this recommended name. It's gonna create this new project here. So if I refresh, yeah, it's right here. And that's it. Now we need to leave this npx convex dev running. So this is our project, our backend. We can see data here, so tables, files will be here, but we won't have files here. Settings, environment variables here. So we will leave this one running, npx convex dev always. So and then we will go back to Clerk setup and then copy these environment variables and go to our code editor and .env.local and paste it here like this. These are Clerk variables. If we scroll down, we need to create this middleware.ts file. So let's go to our files, click anywhere outside and say middleware.ts. We can copy this file from here and paste it inside of our middleware. So besides that, I will also import this create route matcher, and then I'm gonna say const is public route. So we need to declare all of the public routes for which users don't need to be logged in to access on our website. It's gonna be create route matcher and then array and then /API/upload thing. Upload thing is a service we will use to upload our images and save our images to this cloud API. So it needs to be able to access this from the cloud, this route. And then below, inside of this Clerk middleware, we're gonna say auth and request and make an arrow function. If is public route request, we will say, so if it's not public route, we will say auth.protect if it's not public route. So this is the middleware you need. Now let's Google for Clerk convex setup. We need to connect Clerk and convex. So go this one to convex docs and we will scroll a bit down and go to the fourth step immediately, and we need to create this auth config ts inside of convex folder. So we have convex folder here and create a new file, auth config ts, and let's copy all of this good stuff and paste it here. Now we need to switch this your issuer URL, so let's create our app on Clerk. So let's go to Clerk and sign in or login. Go here and create a new app, create a new application. I will name it like this and enable Google and email and create application. I think we installed this already, so let me click Next.js. Actually, I think let's just go down on the sidebar to JWT templates and create a new template and click Convex. And don't change anything, just copy this issuer URL and save this template. And now go back to your here where you have auth config ts and replace this URL like this. Now let's npm run dev, and this will run for me at here localhost 3001 because I have something running on 3000 already. So let's just load it, and then once you load it, it will start compiling. It's gonna prompt us to immediately log in, so let's continue with Google. But before that, we need to go back to Clerk dashboard, and down in API keys, we need to copy these API keys because these are correct ones for our new application. So let me just do it like this. And let's try to go to localhost 3000 again. And then I will log in with Google. And we have successfully logged in. Now let's go to the app folder and create a new file. I'm gonna say admin/page.tsx. So when we have admin, this will be on this page tsx will be loaded at /admin route. So if I go here to /admin, it will throw an error because we don't have anything yet in /admin. So let's go to admin page tsx and say import redirect from next navigation, not from next router, be careful. And then export default function admin dashboard, and we will just redirect to /admin/manage products. Then we will in the app we're gonna say add dash prod. No, this is in admin. Sorry. So in admin we're gonna say add dash product/page.tsx. In this page tsx of add product, we're gonna say import out from @clerk next.js server, import redirect from next navigation, and import form from /_components form. We're gonna create this component soon. And then let's say add product and export default add product. So we're gonna get session claims from auth. This is Clerk authentication. We need to check if this user is admin, if this user is not admin. So if session claims question mark, if it exists, .metadata.role is different from admin, then we will redirect to just / to the home page. Return, and then give it these like fragments and just form. So we will create this form element. This is for adding the product. Now let's go back to our Clerk dashboard and in users. So select yourself user that you just made. Scroll down, scroll all the way down to public metadata and then select public and edit. And then here, this will be role admin. So we are manually gonna assign this user to be admin. Save. Now let's go to /admin/add product. It will not load because we need to create this form component. So let's go to admin and create a new file. I'm gonna say _components /form.tsx. Then we will find this shadcn and click installation and click next.js. So just Google it. And then we will copy this second one and just copy it. I need a new terminal. So just gonna say cmd and then paste it to initialize shadcn. I will choose default, slate, these are just colors. We need CSS variables and just wait for a moment. After that, we will scroll down here to where it says button, and we will scroll down and copy this code. This is to add this button. but let me paste it here, and I will make a space and add input, label, text area, card, alert. We need all of these things, so I'm gonna copy all of them. I'm gonna paste them like this. Now let's continue coding our form component that we just created. So I'm gonna say use client because we need client. Now you don't need to import these things right now. You can import them as we code, so you don't need to like write them manually. And this one we didn't create yet, so you can ignore this one for now. You don't need to import any of them. I will just leave them here, but you don't need to import them now. So let's continue. Interface product data. This form is for creating the product, like adding product to the database. It will have a title string, description, price, and image URL, each product. And then we're gonna say export const form, just say react.fc if you want, or another way. And then product data and set product data, use state product data. So this is the interface, the type. And we will give it curly brackets and say title, just initialize to empty strings and 0 here. This is the initial product data. And then we have is submitting and set is submitting to false because we want to be able to disable the button when user is submitting. Also same for the error, string or null. And then is form valid, set is form valid, for now false. So add product, it's going to be use mutation api.products.add. So we didn't make this yet. I will show you this needs to be made in convex, so you can maybe even ignore this for now, or just write it like this. So I think we need to, because it's a circular action, we need to do this circularly, so something will not be defined anyways. Use effect, and when product data changes, we're gonna say const title, description, price, image, URL. We're gonna extract that from product data, and then we're gonna say set is form valid. And then we're gonna title trim is different from, so if title has something and description has something and price is more than 0 and image URL has something, then this will all be true. So set is form valid will be true, otherwise it will be false. Let's go below, handle input change. So this is the event for this input element that we are creating. So these are just the types. These are just the types, you need to know them by heart or something. And then e.target, we're going to extract name and value. And then we're going to say set product data, so previous data. And then, so we're going to destructure previous data. And then the name will be this name of the product. Now, what is name? Wait, I forgot what this is for. So we'll see what name is later. Wait. Yeah, so if name is price, we will parse float. Yeah, so what this name is, it's gonna be any of these. So it's gonna be their title, description, price, or image URL. So this is gonna be this key. And if it's price, we're gonna convert this string to float. Otherwise, we're just gonna assign the string that we got. So this name is key. This is the value. Okay, on upload, we're gonna get the URL. So on upload, when we upload the image to the product, we're gonna set product data to be previous, but we will destructure the previous data and we will override the image URL to be this new image URL. Handle submit, we're gonna get this form event. This is the type. So we will prevent default so we don't refresh the page. And then is submitting is true. Set error null. I just console log product data, but you don't need to. Okay, so we have try catch. Await add product data. So add product is our mutation, our convex mutation here. I will explain this soon. And then set product data. We're gonna just reset everything. So title. So when we submit, we're gonna add this to database and reset all the fields. Alert product successfully added. And then if there is an error, just set error and console log error. And finally, set is submitting to false. Return. We're gonna make some div. So we're making div. And then we're gonna create a card element. Card header will be add new product. card description is fill these details. Card content, that's gonna be form, and then on submit handle submit. So div that has label title, this will be input, so ID title type text name title, value product data.title, on change handle input change, and required, and then the class names. Do the same for description. I'm just gonna do exactly the same thing for description, and then it's gonna be, this is gonna be the price. So input is type is number, name price, value. So you see this name. Okay, we required, minimum, step, and then class. This is all price. Okay, let's go down, product image, file upload. We don't have this yet, so this is a component that's gonna let us upload the image. If product data image URL exists, then we will show this image. So alert, check circle, this is the icon, and then image upload successfully. This is just alert. And below that, we're gonna display this image. So product data.image URL, we will just show the image. If there is an error, we're gonna do the alert again, and just display this error. And then button, this is type submit. And class name, there's a bunch of classes here that I added. And below that, if it's submitting, we're gonna say adding product, otherwise we're gonna say add product. So this is it. Now we need to create these products in API. So let's create this first. So form, so we need to go back to the, scroll down to convex folder and add a new file, products.ts. And we will also have to add a new file, schema.ts. In the schema.ts, I'm gonna do 2 imports, but you can import these as you go, not now. So export default defines schema, and then object. Products, this is the products table. So it will be defined table object, and then field title, it will have type v.string, and then description v.string, price v.number, and image URL v.string, and this is our schema. Make sure your npx convex dev is running. And if it is, you should see products table here. Now let's code this products.ts. So inside of convex folder products.ts, I will do these imports, but you can import them as you go, not now. So export const add, this is for adding the product. So create a new product, not task. And then there's gonna be mutation and open curly brackets. So arguments, the arguments we will need is title, it will be vstring, comma description, vstring price number, image URL string, and then handler for adding is gonna be async context arguments. So first we're gonna say identity is equal to await context user get user identity. So somebody has to be logged in, in order to add these things to the database. And then new product ID is gonna be await context database insert into products. And let's give it some data here. So title will be args title, description is args description, same for price and image URL, and then return new product. This is for adding the products. So let's do remove. It's gonna be mutation as well. We just need ID to remove. And then handler, check the identity again the same. If there is no identity, nobody is logged in, unauthorized. And then just context database delete and then pass in the ID. It will delete the exact product. And then update, mutation, arguments. We need to get same arguments. So also right here, actually, yeah, so ID, so this will be ID v.id and then from products, one of the products, IDs, and all of this data. So this is all for updating. Handler, check identity, so context database patch, and then ID, which we want to patch, and then title will be title, description, price, image URL. I think that's it. And then let's say get, so this will let us get a product by ID, so we need the ID of the product, and then in handler, check login, and then await context database get and then ID, and then return this product. Get all arguments. So we don't need any arguments. We can just leave it empty like this. And then we will just query products collect. So we will collect everything and return products. And that's it. Now in your form TSX, this products.add should not be underlined anymore. Let's just create file upload components. But before that, if you go to your convex.dev dashboard, if you click functions, you're gonna see this product, and then you can click any of the functions and you can see the function here. I think you can also see the code. Yeah, code. Just make sure your npx convex dev is working. So let's now create this file upload component. So in form, let's go to components, new component, new file, file upload.tsx. We will Google for upload thing docs, and then click this app router and copy this. This is for our uploading files, and we will install this. If we scroll down a bit, we have this upload thing secret, so let's copy that. Let's paste it in our environment local, say equals. Then let's go to uploadthing.com and dashboard, create a new app. I will just say YouTube tutorial and create app. Go to API keys and copy your API keys and go back, and we can just replace this like this. Now go here to your files and keep it here for when we upload the files. Let's go to documentation and scroll down. We're gonna create this API upload thing core.ts, so let's copy this. So in the app folder, we're gonna create a new file, API/upload thing/core.ts, and let me go here and copy all of this. Actually, let's not copy that. Let's just keep it for now, and let's create route.ts next to core.ts. So this is next to core.ts. So if we go a bit up and check this core.ts, we need something similar like this. So you can copy this code, but our is a bit different because here we have a fake ID right here. So we need actual auth from our clerk.js. So let me just code this from scratch, but you can copy that code if you want and then fix it. So we need auth from a clerk next.js server, and then create upload thing type file router from upload thing next, and upload thing error from upload thing server. So const f is create upload thing, and then handle auth. It will be, we're gonna extract user ID from auth. This is clerk auth. If there is no user ID, throw error. Otherwise, return user ID to be user ID. And then this is just copy pasted from here. So export const our file router satisfies file router. So image uploader. So here we have this f that I defined, and image. We're gonna upload images with max size 4 megabytes and max file count 1. So you need to add this because here you only have a max file size. Let's continue. Middleware async request. So we get the user ID from handle auth, and then we will just say unauthorized if there is no user ID, and then return user ID to be user ID. On upload complete, we will just say something. We will return this, although I think this is the same. And then export type our file router, type of our file router. And for route.ts, let's just copy this and paste it. It will be the exact same. Then we need to scroll all the way down to this fourth step. So we need to create this upload thing ts. So it's in utils, but I'm gonna make it, I will put it in this lib. So inside of lib, I'm gonna say upload thing ts, and let me copy all of this like that. So here I'm gonna replace this with @ and it should work. Now let's go here to below app components, file upload tsx, And let's call this file. So this is gonna let us upload the file. We need to use client because this is from client. Import upload drop zone from @lib upload thing. So this is where we just made it. So this upload thing, we are using this drop zone. So make sure you import it from wherever you put this upload thing.ts. And then we need this as well. It's important. Interface file upload props on upload. You're gonna get some URL and return a void. So when we upload the image, we're gonna return URL and set it into the form to save into the database the URL of the image. So export const file upload. We will get this on upload, and it will just have this interface and return fraction upload drop zone, and endpoint will be image uploader. So image uploader, the endpoint must be, if I go here to core, this one. You can define multiple endpoints here. So it's gonna be 4 MB and 1 maximum count. On client upload complete response, this shouldn't be any, but I'm not sure which which type should go here, so I just put any. And then we're gonna use this on upload, and we're gonna pass in the URL. So we will use this to set the form URL to this URL that we uploaded. On upload error, we will just say error. And then class name cursor pointer. So now this should work. If I go to /admin/add product, we can see that this session token doesn't have this metadata and role. So we need to, I'm gonna Google clerk admin role, and I'm gonna find this one, implementing basic role-based access. I'm gonna scroll down, and we can see that we need to copy paste this code into our clerk dashboard. So in our app, click here to sessions, and we're gonna find customize session token, edit, and paste it like this. So we have metadata and then user public metadata, and save that. Save everything. And if we scroll a bit below, we need to create this types global TS. So let's go back and scroll. I think we don't have types, so let's create a new file, types globals dts. And then we will just copy all of this stuff and paste it here. And now it should work. So we have admin role, admin and moderator, and we can add more roles. So we extended this type with these types. If I go here and refresh, we got error, could not find convex client. So we need to fix this as well. Let's create a new folder outside everywhere and say providers, and new file convex client provider.tsx. So convex client provider.tsx. So here we will use client. We'll import loading, but we did not create this, so you don't need to import loading. So let's in components out loading. So let's create this. So out loading. Let's copy that and go here in components. So below app components out loading.tsx. This is just loading screen. Let's import image from next image, export const loading, return main image, source is logo SVG, alt with height, and that's it. Keep it like this. We just need this logo SVG now. You can copy paste it from my GitHub. I just copied it, and let's paste it inside of public folder. This is my logo, so let's save this. And now go back to convex client provider. Now this should not be read anymore, so let's continue. We're gonna import out loading authenticated convex, but you can import these as we go, not now. So you can just ignore these imports for now and import them as we go. Convex client provider props, children will be React Node. Convex URL is process end of next public convex URL. Convex is new convex React client and passing convex URL. Export const convex client provider, and then extract is children, convex client provider props, return clerk provider, convex provider with clerk, and then use out will be use out from clerk. This is where we imported it. And then client will be convex that we defined here. And then if its authentication is loading, we will show the loading screen. If it's authenticated, we will show children. If it's not authenticated, I will just show these two buttons for now. So let's save this. Now, because this is annoying, let me delete it and let me import it again. So this should work now. And now inside of the app folder and layout TSX, I'm gonna make some file around space around children. I will go here and say clerk convex provider, and I'm gonna close this tag as well, like this, and we will import it convex line provider, not clerk. Import it like this, and that should be it. Now if I go here and I shift F5 to refresh the cache and everything, we need to fix this positioning of the logo. It should be in the center, so we will fix it. Let me just check the rest. So this works. Is it gonna load? Okay, it loaded. So if I just say whatever, doesn't matter now. Let me choose a file. I'm gonna upload this file, upload one file. It's being uploaded. And now it's gonna show us what we uploaded, and then I can add product. Product added successfully. So here in the upload thing dashboard, if I refresh, I can see that we have this new file. And in convex, we can see that we have this new item. So title, description, price. Now let's fix the loading screen logo. So let me go here and say layout, globals.css, and I will just make some space and say column root HTML body height 100% and save it. Now let's create manage products page. So in admin, new file, manage-products/page.tsx. So let's code this page. I'm gonna use client. Now, as I said, you don't need to import them now. You can import them as you go. But we're gonna have to create these types. So we're gonna go here and to the outer and then say types/index.ts. Here we will need to import ID from @convex generated data model. Export interface product. ID will be ID products, title string, description, price, image, URL, and export interface cart item, ID string, title, price, quantity, and that's it. And we will also have to shadcn install this table. So npx shadcn-ui at latest add table. While that's installing, let's continue. Export default function manage products. So const product is use query API products get all. We made this function. Remove product is mutation, products remove. Handle remove, we're gonna get the product ID. Window confirm, are you sure you want to delete this product? Try, await, remove product and pass in the ID, or fail to remove the product. And then we're gonna do return, div, card header, manage products. So the link is gonna be admin add product, and then the button inside is gonna be add product. So we're gonna have manage products and add product, card content. So if product is undefined, we're gonna do something, or there is 0 products, or then if none of these are satisfied, we're gonna do the third one. So if this is undefined, we're gonna do loading, it's still loading, retrieving from database, and no products found, or we will just list all of the products here. So table header, table row, table head title, and then bunch of other heads, description, price, and actions, and then table body. Let's map the products. Table row has key. Table cell will be product title, product description, and then product price to fixed 2 decimal points, and table cell for the image. No, this is for the link. So admin / product ID / edit is a dynamic route, and then button. When we click this button, we're gonna push to this edit page. And then this another button, this is for removing, handle remove, pass in this product ID and trash icon. So everything works except this thing is annoying me, so let me go types, should disappear or not. Let me just do it like this, and then where I have the error, I'm just gonna import from types like this. Now it should work. So let's go to admin / manage - products, and here we have this product that we just created. We can delete it, will work. I don't want to delete it, and we can also edit, so I can say add product again. You see it works. So let me say edit, and let's create this page. So it's 404 not found, so we need a dynamic route and edit. Let's go to app admin, create a new file, square brackets product ID like this, /edit /page.tsx. So this is the route, it's a dynamic route, edit, and then our page. Let's code edit page, use client. And so again, you don't need to import this now, but as you go, and then product data will have title, description, price ID, price and image URL. So let's export default function edit product. And then you're going to use parameter. This is from next navigation, not from next router. Let's make some space. Router, use router from next navigation again, not from next router. So let's do this. We're going to extract product ID from the URL. You see here how we have this URL. We're going to get this. Let's define product data, set product data, title, description, price, image URL. This is going to be the same as adding the product, so I'm just going to go through this quickly. So submitting, error, is form valid, update product. So this is going to be mutation, same as adding the product. And then product, we're going to get the product so we can load the data, and then if we are updating, we're going to update it. So if product changes, we're going to set product data to this product data. If product data changes, we're going to extract all of this stuff and set is form valid. We're going to check if all of these fields must contain something, and then the form valid will be true. Handle input change. So we're going to get the field name and the value of the field, and we're going to destructure previous product data. And for this field name, we're going to, well, if it's price, we're going to convert it to float, but otherwise we're just going to assign this new value to this field name. So is it title, description, or whatever. On upload, so when we upload the image, we're going to set product data. We're going to overwrite the previous image URL with this new URL. And then handle submit, prevent default, set is submitting to true, set error null. So try catch finally, console log. I'm just going to console log this. So we're going to update the product, we're going to send the product ID and product data. If there is error, we're going to log it, and finally set submitting to false. If there is no product, we're going to return loading. We're going to show loading on the screen, and then we're going to return div card header content, title, description, and then let's make a form. On submit, we will handle submit. Div label will be title, input, type ID, name. So this is just the title field. We're going to do the same as the adding product. Let's do the same for description. Let's do the same for price. Let's do the same for uploading. So if there is, So this is the upload component. If there is image URL, we will show the alert image uploaded successfully, and we will show the image. So this is showing the image. And if there is an error, we're going to show this error like this, and then the submit button. So I have a bunch of class names. Let me take this off. If it's submitting, we're going to say updating product and update product on the button. So if we are editing this particular product, is going to load title, description, price, image. Let's go to Convex folder. Let's create Stripe payments. So let's, inside of Convex, say stripe.ts. Let's start coding. I just wrote the path. So let's npm install this, npm install Stripe. Let's continue. Stripe is new, Stripe process and Stripe secret key. We don't have this yet, but we will make it. Make sure to have exclamation mark here, and this is the API version, so you can remove this and press Control Space and let it recommend. Well, it's not going to recommend yet, so we need to install Stripe first. So if it's not this version, you can just delete and press Control Space, it will recommend. Export const pay action. So we are using actions. This is Convex code, Convex API. Args, cart items will be array, will be object. So array of objects, and it has ID, title, price, quantity, and then below handler. Cart items will have arguments, so we will extract a cart item from arguments. Line items, so we need, this is Stripe API stuff, so cart items map, price data, and then quantity is item quantity, but price data is going to be currency USD, or you can also like pass in currency from like here or something, but let's just make it USD. The product data, name, product item.title, unit amount, math round, item price times 100, and then let's create session. So Stripe checkout sessions create, and then return URL to be session.url. So let's here say payment methods card, line items is line items that we defined here, mode payment, it can be subscription, for example, success URL. So after your user finishes, we're gonna push them to this that we will define in our like env, local env, and then cancel URL, and then shipping address collection. So we need to collect shipping address, allowed countries, and now we need to list all of them by hand like this. So allowed, so you can just go to my GitHub and copy this. So let's save all of this. Let's add the Stripe API key. So you created your Stripe account, turn on the test mode and go to click here developers and API keys. And then first, let's go back to our .env.local and paste these two things. So Stripe secret key like this, and next public base URL. This is the URL that we will return to after the checkout. So in Stripe TS, you have this Stripe secret key and next public base URL. And then we will go and reveal test key here, secret key, and click this to copy it, and then paste it here. But so save it, and we also need to copy these two things and go to our Convex. So Convex dashboard, settings, environment variables, and add both of them. Just paste it, it's gonna paste both of them like this. Because we are using Convex API, so we have these functions on Convex. Now let's add this header for navigation. So let's go here to components, file, header.tsx. I will start, so import user button from @clerk next.js and other things as well. Export const header, session flames auth, return. So we need to check if user is admin, that's why. and we have header here, div, link to homepage, all of this good stuff. This is icon, and then this is just like logo or something. This is just logo, and then navigation, link to homepage. Again, we're gonna say home. If session claims metadata role is admin, so if user is admin, we're gonna give it fragment and link to manage products and say manage products. Link here to add product and class names and stuff, add product, and then user button at the bottom. This is just the clerk user button. Now let's go here to app, layout, TSX, and above children, let me go header, like that. Let's import it properly. And now we have this header. We can go homepage. There is nothing on the homepage yet, but we can manage products, add product. Now let's call this main page that's going to display all of the products. Now let's do the page, the main page in the end. So app, this page TSX. Let's say use client. Now a bunch of imports that you don't need to import now, but as you go. But we will have to install this sheet from shadcn. So let's go to our, let's just say npx shadcn-ui at latest add sheet. As this is installing, let's continue. So interface, product, so ID, title, it must be this underscore ID. Description, price, image, URL. So this is the main page. It's going to display all of the products. And then export default function homepage. So we have the default homepage. Products use query, so we're going to get all products. We're going to define cart to be list array of products and is checking out. And then pay will be API stripe pay that we created, and router will be use router from next/navigation, not from next/router, be careful. Add to cart, we're gonna get the product. Set cart, previous cart, and then just spread the previous cart and add this one as well. Remove from cart, we're gonna get the product ID. So we're gonna say set cart, previous cart filter, and we're gonna keep all of the items where this item ID is not the product ID that we are trying to remove. So we will keep all of the items except one that we are trying to remove. Is in cart, product ID. We're gonna check if this item is in cart. So we're gonna get product ID and then cart.sum item.id is equal to product ID. So we're gonna check if this is in cart. Scroll to element. So when I say product, so when I click this scroll to element, shop now, we're gonna scroll to the product section on this button, shop now. So if we have this, which we will have this element by ID, we will just scroll into view. Handle checkout. So cart items is cart.map. So for each item, we're gonna map title to this, quantity to 1, and then we're gonna send this cart items into pay stripe function, and we will extract the URL that we get back that this function returns. If there is no URL, return, otherwise push the user to this payment URL. Return div. So hero section, welcome to unique store, paragraph, button shop now. So this will have scroll to element. When we click this, we're gonna scroll to items, and then item list, ID products, div, our products is title, and then let's map the products, and we get cart for each. Cart header will have image of the product. Cart content will have title, description, and product price to two decimal points, and delivery 2 to 3 days. This is icon, track icon, and then cart footer will have the button, So if it's in cart, we're gonna have red, and if it's not in cart, then we're gonna have blue. On click, we're gonna put this in cart, or we're gonna check if this is in cart. We're gonna remove from cart if it is in cart, or we're gonna add to cart if it's not in cart. And then if this is in cart, we're gonna say remove from cart or add to cart. At the bottom, we're gonna have a sheet. This is gonna be the cart sheet from the side. So this is the cart sheet from the side. We're gonna have as child because this is a button inside of a button, and we're gonna show the icon, and then we're gonna say cart and then cart length. So if I just save this, let me see what we have by now. This is what we have by now. If I add this to cart, it shows here cart, and if I click, it doesn't do anything yet. Now let's create sheet content. This is what's going to be on the side. And then let's say, so if cart length is 0, we will say cart is empty. Otherwise, we will map cart items, div span title, price, and button. On click, remove from cart, remove. And below that, so this is inside of, so below the mapping of items, we're going to have a button, checkout button. So P, paragraph, total price, and then button. On click, handle checkout, disable this checking out. So is checkout, is checking out, processing, and checkout. That's it, I misclicked. It should be like this, nothing else should change. So now if we go here, I go to add to cart, cart, and checkout. It should redirect me to Stripe checkout soon. Right here. So I will fill out this test mode information. So whatever, you just fill some whatever information. This is the test card, and then pay. And once this finishes, it's going to redirect me back to my base URL. So it's successfully finished. Now we go back to base URL. But just it redirected me, so just be careful because my local host is at 3001, but I set base URL to be at 3000 here, so it redirected me to something else. Just make sure to put the proper local host here. Thank you for watching. If you need e-commerce development services, check my portfolio and contact below.